Good afternoon, everyone. I am Aditya and I work for Google Marketing Solutions. Today, we will cover a very exciting sphere that I think at the moment dictates most online strategies on the internet: mobile. As the shopping season is right at the door, we will understand that as a business, how can you be mobile ready and capture an ever increasing user base? But before we begin, as usual, we have three housekeeping rules for you. If you are facing any issues, अगर वीडियो क्वालिटी में आपको कोई दिक्कतें आ रही हो तो 720 DPI रेजोल्यूशन पे स्विच कर जाएं. You can switch to this resolution from the bottom right corner of your screen. Secondly, at any point of time during the session, if you have any doubts or questions, please feel free to shoot those questions to us through the chat option. Lastly, after the session, share and comment on the video. Feedback हमारे लिए Google पे बहुत important होता है and we would love to know how we did and what we can do better. Let's get started. We did a little experiment. We asked men and women that what were the objects they can't leave home without. What are the essential items that you put in your pocket or in your purse? So important that if you forget them, you will definitely return home to get them. Of all the thousands of objects that we have, all people, regardless of age, gender, or interest, chose only 4 objects: wallet, keys, lipstick for women, watch for men, and their mobile phone. What's most interesting is not the choice of the objects, but what these objects actually mean and represent. Wallet, for example, would mean safety and security. You have money to buy food and it contains your identity. The keys to your home, which is your family, your heritage. Your lipstick, which signifies self-confidence, beauty, empowerment. A mobile phone. Now, what is the exact value of a phone? Okay, yes, you can make and receive calls from it. But is that all it's worth? Absolutely not. A phone is so much more than that. It's our bank. It comes with all the convenience and solutions to pay all our bills in one instant. It's our transport. We use it to call a cab and even use it as GPS to find the best way around town. It's our agenda, our important numbers and contacts. All of it just one click away. It's our loved ones as messages, photos, email, etc. It's our entertainment. After all, what do we do when we wait at a dentist's appointment? We see videos, browse social media, watch news, and anything that keeps us entertained. Mobile is our messages from work or personal life. It's our memories and our emotions. And most importantly, it's in it that we hide all our inner secrets. It's the only device that carries a password. We literally wake up and sleep with our mobile. Welcome to 2016, where mobile is everyone's primary device. Now, is it just a device? 60% of time with media is spent on a mobile phone. People now spend almost 3 hours a day on mobile, which is 7 times more time on mobile that they were spending in 2010, which is just 5 years ago. So let us see what all can we do on a mobile phone. We take 1.8 billion photos on a daily basis. We order food, and by the time we reach home within the hour, it's at our doorstep. We read email apps almost every hour, more regularly than ever before. On our mobile phones, we are constantly searching, be it product reviews, be it ideas related to what to buy, when to buy, etc. Comparison of prices, it's all that happens on a mobile phone. Most apps and mobile websites these days have special promotions for mobile phones. And even before that happens, 86% of smartphones users research about product and prices on a mobile phone. So you can understand the impact that mobile has. Now, we've just covered as to what is the actual importance of mobile. But all that we discussed is well understood. But is that enough to make mobile work well for you? The most important thing that we need to keep in mind is that treating mobile like desktop doesn't work. Consumer behavior on mobile is unique. Mobile users are typically multitasking or on the go, so they are generally impatient and have a short amount of time to complete a task on mobile. And mobile form factor makes converting on a phone slightly challenging. The screen size is small. It's often hard to see detailed information and type or enter detailed information on a mobile phone. But does that mean that mobile consumers don't convert? Absolutely not. 65% of conversions start on mobile and end somewhere else. This makes it even more important for you to up your mobile game. Okay, coming to the main question. What does a business exactly need to succeed on mobile? Firstly, you need incredible experiences. Give consumers what they want on their terms within a seamless experience. Secondly, you need relevant advertisers. Help your consumers connect with you via relevant media and messaging no matter where they are. And lastly, insightful measurement. Measure mobile's full value based on valuable customer interactions. Let's begin with how we can go about improving user experience on mobiles. Like I mentioned, give consumers what they want on their terms within a seamless experience. Now, to ensure a seamless experience, we first need to realize that mobile phones are not just for conversions. They're used to generate leads for you, to drive calls to your business, to promote overall mobile commerce. It lets users use multiple devices to convert on your website. You can drive app downloads and in-store visits using mobile phone as well. You can engage your users on the go and increase overall site traffic. That's a lot of benefits of being mobile friendly. Just as an example, let's take booking.com. Between 2011 and 2015, they saw 15 times increase in their mobile bookings. What do they concentrate on? All the forms on their mobile website are easy to fill in with only the necessary conversions. It makes it super easy for people to make bookings on this website. Now let's see how Starbucks ensured quality user experience. Most new customers visit your M site first. Ensure your experience guides users into the actions they need to take and gives users the full functionality that they are looking for. For example, have subtle notifications with promotions, a clear menu, and pop-ups that encourage subscription and retainership. Now taking Sephora's example. Action is king for this website. Have the menu in one screen and big buttons for fingers. Offer reviews, wish lists, videos, and other services just in one screen. Now coming to another example where the app eliminates the need to look for hotel listings. GPS allows you to know exactly what is close. The more you use the app, the more it learns from you. Once define your preferences and payments, you never have to fill this up again, and the app learns from your behavior. This is another very interesting example. This particular application or mobile website imitates Tinder. With the information you provide, the experience resembles Tinder and other apps that give us a recommendation and one match. We are not talking about finding the best deal here, but finding the best option that fits you, and therefore they call it a match. Lastly, we need to be concise and efficient while providing a checkout process to our users. Make it possible for all your users to call you anytime from anywhere. This makes the process more humane and generates trust. For example, let's again take the example of booking.com. It offers all the information needed in one screen, and users can call booking anytime and from anywhere. Now, as a summary, we studied the user behavior and noticed that there are 25 basic principles which help brands develop mobile sites and that help you in creating best mobile user experiences. We can roughly divide them into having good homepage and site navigation, having site search, good and reliable form entry, the ability of a user to convert, up to mark usability and form factor, getting user experience principles implemented by certified partners, and do an overall mobile site analysis for your website. Coming to one of the most important factors that we miss out when it comes to a mobile website, always keep a track of website load speeds. Here are some facts. 40% of users abandon a site if it takes greater than 3 seconds to load on a mobile phone. 47% users expect a page to load in less than or equal to 2 seconds. And 52% of mobile users say fast load time is important for brand loyalty. Hence, website load speeds are paramount. Use Google's Page Speed Insights tool to get detailed speed analysis for your website, both for desktops and mobile phones. Now moving on to the second section, which is about relevant advertising. Connect consumers with products and services with the right messages at the right place at the right time. Okay, so the first suggestion that I have here is to capture as many searches as possible. Have holiday special keywords and ensure keyword parity across devices. Secondly, make sure consumers see you at the top of the mobile page. Use device bid adjustments for mobile so that you can rank up as high on the Google search page as possible. Now, regardless where people are searching from or browsing, one of our most powerful ad solutions for performance advertisers are our dynamic image and dynamic text ads. Now, imagine a world where consumers expect one-to-one personalized messaging across devices. Our dynamic ad solutions allow you to place hyper-relevant ads in front of your most valuable users. Now, this is primarily based on the products or services that they have browsed on your website or app. Now, a few suggestions here. Have holiday-specific image ads and ads for remarketing and dynamic remarketing. Use festive text ads along with dynamic search ads that let you capture all possible keyword combinations. reach people's mobile inboxes with Gmail sponsored promotions, or increase branding using TrueView and Lightbox ads. If you're not able to sell items or generate leads online, and if you value phone calls and store visits more, then we recommend that you use our click to call ad features and location extensions with your ad templates. Finally, if you have an app, we have an app re-engagement template as well that will allow you to get back in touch with your highest value prospects to keep them coming back for more on your mobile app. Apart from that, you can use callouts to highlight special promotions for the festive season that set you apart from the competition. You can also use review extensions to increase your credibility because review extensions are third-party endorsements. You can also use existing data to make ads even more relevant. Remarketing lists for search ads help you capture intent of people who have already been to your website because all search users are not created equal. Maximize the value of returning visitors even on Google search. Now, what you can do is, as you can see in the example here, you can customize ad text and optimize bids. For example, the first ad talks about gym membership, where you have a 40% bid adjustment because a membership gets you value. However, when you're personalizing the ad and talking about a personal training in your membership or a personal trainer, you can increase the bid adjustment because the value that personalized services bring in is much higher than general services. Through this, you can at least see a 3x increase in conversion rate and a 2 times increase in click-through rate. Now, apart from remarketing, callouts, location extensions, we have seen that there is at least a 10 to 20% increase in CTR when searcher has an option to land sorry for the slide change. Like I was saying, we have seen a 10 to 20% increase in CTR when the searcher has an option to land deeper into your mobile website. So place all relevant links on your mobile ads so that people can directly see what they exactly want to see. The last suggestion that I have in terms of relevant advertising is highlighting all of your inventory to shoppers using PLA and rich ads. 32% of shopping conversions begin with a mobile search. When I personally have to look for a product while I'm traveling, for example, I would always take out my mobile phone and search for the product, do product comparisons, check out the latest price, etc. So PLAs and rich ads are something you should definitely target. Now that we are done with what is good seamless user experience on a mobile phone, and secondly, what can you do to be there at the right time, at the right place, no matter what device the person is on, we will move on to the final and the most important section. Now, this section, which is about insightful measurement, helps you figure out how to go about understanding and measure mobile's full value based on unique customer interactions. You will get to understand how mobile provides value to your business outside of direct conversions. Because like I had earlier mentioned, a mobile phone is not just about conversions, it's about so much more. This section will also help you identify mobile interactions or micro conversions that you have with your customers. For example, a micro conversion would be an email sign up, a request more info button. A user adding a product to the wish list is also a micro conversion. And how can you start assigning values to these micro conversions? So this section is primarily about measurement. Now, we at Google offer best-in-class multi-channel and cross-device measurement tools, which are primarily the measurement challenges that you face while assigning value to these micro conversions on a mobile phone. Now, our solutions would be multi-channel funnels in Google Analytics for multi-channel attribution, and cross-device conversion estimates in AdWords and user ID in Google Analytics when it comes to cross-device attribution. Now, just to give you an example, the kind of insights that you can get from these solutions that we have would be along the lines of if you invested $1 in a display and search leads, and you're getting $1.24 for display and $1.75 for search ads. So you can bifurcate how you are presently attributing your return on investment across search and display. Similarly, for cross-device, you can get an insight like our mobile display campaign generated 40 conversions, but contributed to 80 conversions that occurred on other devices like desktop and tablets. Because most users' searches start from a mobile phone, mobiles have a big impact on affecting conversions on different devices as well. So this particular insight is really important for you to take your business decisions. Now, the action that you can take from these insights is somewhere along optimizing return on investment across search, display, and other kind of campaigns. So if you see ROI is more for display, you can shift your investment towards display more. Similarly, for the cross-device action, you can use insights from your mobile's mid-funnel impact to maximize performance across devices. Now, if you see that mobile is not the first source of conversion, but a huge contributor to most conversions that happen on your website, you can allocate budget for mobile advertising accordingly. Now, why all of this would matter? Why so much of measurement and insights for mobile phones? According to our studies, 54% of conversions require multiple touch points. Most people would make multiple searches from multiple devices that they assigned it from before deciding what to buy and where to buy from. So being on the most used device, which is mobile, is of utmost importance. Secondly, display is 11 times more likely to play an assisting role in conversions as compared to search. When as a user, I browse across on different websites on the Google Display Network, the impression of your ad plays a vital role in my decision where I click, I go to the website, I make a conversion, probably I don't, but this entire process that I'm doing from a mobile phone helps me to finally take a call on what to buy and where to buy it from. And lastly, more than 90% of display activity occurs prior to the last click touch point, which means it's not just about clicking on an ad, going onto the website and making a purchase. Having an ad's impression, if I see your company's product enough and more times on the Google Display Network, that also affects my decision to buy something on your website. So being on mobile, having enough ads on mobile is of utmost importance, like I said. Now, a little bit more on cross-device conversions. Because people have multiple touch points, we provide two solutions like I had previously mentioned. One is the user ID feature, which is available in Google Analytics. And one is the estimated cross-device conversions report, which is available in AdWords. For analytics, what basically user ID does is that you assign a specific ID to every user, and then you can track his sessions or his activity across various devices. For example, you can see that today morning, he came onto your website after an ad click from his mobile phone, and then came back 2 days later using his tablet. using the same Google account, signed in with the same Google account, came onto the website and made a purchase. So you get an understanding of, one, the purchase ultimately happened on a desktop or a tablet. However, the first time that the user had visited my website was 2 days ago using a mobile phone. So this kind of cross-device analysis can be done using the user ID feature on Google Analytics. Similarly, with estimated cross-device conversions, you get to see how many times has a mobile phone assisted in a conversion. This helps you correctly allocate various resources across desktops, tablets, and mobiles. So both these reports are extremely important if you need to kind of take a call about investment into desktop advertising or mobile advertising separately. Now, again, to kind of validate our last few slides, 98% of users move between devices on the same day. So you understand how important it becomes to track cross-device activity. Now, in the AdWords report, it not just tells you how many of the conversions were assisted by a mobile phone, but also helps you understand what overall value is mobile providing towards your AdWords advertising. So keep a track of these two reports. Now, let's take an interesting example. We talked about micro conversions, which are different from macro conversion. Macro conversions being actual product purchases, for example. Micro conversions would be adding a product to wish list or requesting for more information on a product, etc. Now, conversions and micro conversions should be considered differently on mobile as compared to desktop. If you take the automobile insurance consumer base, now take a user from the automobile insurance consumer area who is ordering auto insurance on a desktop, a conversion might be an actual purchase. But on a mobile, when she doesn't have her car's VIN number or her driver's license, it could just be inquiring for more information or emailing herself the link to complete it at a later time. So a conversion would be macro on desktop, but in some cases would be micro on a mobile phone. So just to summarize, this is not about going into conversions with hard numbers. You need to help your users reach you on a mobile phone and provide them the value that a normal desktop website would also provide, regardless of when he's searching and where is he searching from. This is an iterative process, and you'll have to keep deep diving into this measurement that we talked about and gathering insights to further take business decisions. Now, coming to a section that highlights the utmost importance of mobile by discussing actual customer success stories. So let us take L'Oreal's example, and this pertains to lead generation. So like I had earlier pointed out, mobile is not just for conversions, it's for leads, calls to your company, commerce, cross-device, increasing site traffic and in-store visits, and also app downloads and increasing user engagement with your brand. So taking L'Oreal's example, they increased their search traffic in hair salons by 519% in a year by focusing on mobile users with high shopping potential. If we take the company Net, when Net started measuring calls coming from their digital advertising, their conversions increased by 3x. They concentrated on call-only campaigns, call extensions, call-only ads, and got a 3x increase in conversions. Coming to Timberland, Their mobile sales increased 20x faster than desktop sales by just concentrating on an optimized mobile website. Taking Shutterfly's example, they had a 60% increase in mobile conversions because they measured cross-device conversions and accurately attributed revenue to it. So they would understand what is really assisting in conversions and gave it a higher budget. Now coming to Bomb Negotio, they had a growth of 400% in the volume of downloads after campaigns of app installs were run. So earlier, they were relying on organic and word of mouth to drive app installs for them. But after they ran specific app install campaigns for mobile phones, they had a 4% increase in volume of downloads. Starbucks, a very well-known brand. Now, Starbucks had a very interesting feature embedded into their mobile site. They offered the possibility to place a mobile order. So you could sit from anywhere, place a mobile order, and retrieve it directly in the store's counter, which in turn led to higher store visits for Starbucks. So this is a clear-cut example of how being present on mobile, having a good mobile website with a good seamless user experience also led to higher in-store visits. Novartis. Now, Novartis also influenced their teams to take a decision and came up with a highly optimized and mobile-friendly website. Their overall website traffic and brand awareness increased by 700% just by focusing on mobile optimized websites. Burberry. Burberry created an app that enabled people to send a sealed letter with a kiss to a friend or a loved one on creating a marketing buzz. So, a perfect example of using mobile to create user engagement. You could use that mobile site, send a personalized message to someone you cared about, and people got so invested in it that it created huge brand awareness and in turn led to a lot of conversions for a company like Burberry. So all in all, we saw how being present on mobile, using the right kind of ads, having good user experience on your mobile phone, and having insightful measurement towards your mobile campaigns led to greater lead generation, more calls for your company, can lead to higher mobile commerce and more cross-device attribution. If you're an app company, it can certainly lead to more app downloads. If you have interesting features on your mobile, you can drive more in-store visits. You can increase your site traffic considerably by a mobile optimized website. And you can also create a marketing buzz by increasing user engagement on mobile phones. So all in all, a good gist of what you need to do for the upcoming festive season. Just to summarize, for incredible experiences, you need to create really good user experience for all your users across all devices. In terms of relevant advertising, you need to optimize extensions, use shopping ads to create relevancy, and be there at the right place at the right time. For insightful measurement, you need to measure every conversion and action on mobile devices that adds a certain value to your business. If you take care of all these three things, your site, your ads, and your measurement, you will really do well when it comes to the mobile device and advertising in the upcoming festive season. I hope you enjoyed the session. That's about it. Thank you very much for joining. In a couple of hours, you'll be receiving a feedback email. Please do provide us with your feedback. All the best for the festive season. This was the last session in this series, but if you want any other topic to be covered, please feel free to drop it in the feedback. We'll try our best to be back with other topics in this series as well. Goodbye and have a nice day.